if it's a brand new session, then no. I guess we're about to learn what's going on.
Yep. In that case, I will. Go with a daytime pets. Since we're going between missions here. There's occasional light duty, but mostly R&R. Is there anything in particular you guys want to be doing for those 12 days of downtime?
Hmm. 12 days. Assume we're back at the actual like home base.
Yeah, where you usually are between missions.
Hmm.
Linda's still trolling me.
You have 12 days.
But yes, but I was under the impression I can only make one attempt per downtime.
It looks like Wingman is attempting to further his reputation.
Yep.
Hmm.
Is there anything in particular Andy Venom is want to be doing?
Um, I would assume probably.
Snake eyes and snake eyes.
I'd probably try to check in, see how those Cobra guys are doing over on Cobra Island. The ones who mostly the ones who I got the ones who I petitioned to get sent over for some R&R.
Okay. Are you wanting to physically go over there as a buff doctor to check in on them, or are you just going to be being...
That's a good question. Can I get there, check in, and come back within 12 days?
In 12 days, I think that's plausible.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Use some of my time off to go, party on Cobra Island.
Okay.
Bring booze. Yeah, just what the doctor ordered.
Literally.
Since you are Okay. Since you're gonna be kind of, like a term, party, I guess, partying there for a little bit. If you would like, you can try as Buff Doctor to, if you would like to, since you are kind of partying around, uh, you could try. Okay. You can try to. Um, okay. I will say, given that you're partying there for a bit, how many days? Let's say you have. Let's say it'll probably take a day there and a day back. So, how many of 10 days you're going to be staying on Cobra Island?
All right, so if it's a day there, a day back, then fuck it. We're gonna party for 7 days.
Okay. In that case, then, you can have a chance to gain as a temporary contact. Um, since you said 7 days, you can try for all of them if you'd like, but Firefly, the Night Creepers, Incinerators, Raptor, or Hotwire.
All right. What would that involve me rolling?
Oh, it depends on whom or what group you are um wanting to intentionally or accidentally get in good with. Um, in in the case of Firefly, it'll be a technology demolitions role, since Firefly is massively in the demolitions. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, for the Night Creepers, it's going to be a bit more cagey with that. You would have to give them an actionable piece of intel, which would not require a roll.
Mm.
For the Incinerators, it would be a culture, deception, science, or survival check.
You said cultures, deception, science, or survival.
Yep, for the Incinerators.
All right, and
Yeah, actually, you want me to just kind of write this down in chat?
no, I have. I must say, I'm trying to go. I'm thinking between the incinerators or the who were the first ones to
There is also Raptor, which is going to be alertness, animal handling, or science.
Get some Tengu warriors.
Uh, and
oh, is it,
Hotwire, which is deception or technology.
I'm debating between Tengu warriors and let's see. So yeah, hmm. So I must say, I think I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna see if I can get in good with the Raptors and fuck. Who was the second group? Blanking on name.
They're talking about the incinerators.
Yeah, incinerators and the Raptors.
Okay.
I stand the easiest chance of getting in good with them. Oh wow. Okay. Good job. Wait. Okay. Let's see.
Holy crap!
All right. So
It seems like overkill.
uh not fully. There are 21 crit or 26 for the incinerators. For the Raptors, a 19 crit.
Okay. If you go into the Joe Regs under contact, if you go to COBRA, you should be able to click on the incinerators and Raptor to see what they can do for you. Um, these are temporary contacts for you, um, meaning that you can just call them in once and then they've done their favor.
You said under context in Cobra.
Yeah, if you go to contacts in COBRA, you would see the incinerators and Raptor.
Okay, because I'm clicking on it, and okay, maybe I'm not supposed to have that open like that. Hold up.
Hold on. I think I know what's going on. What's going on? 1 second. Okay, try it now.
There we go. Okay. Raptors and let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, Raptors attack consultant.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so we can either critically succeed on animal handling tests, we can critically succeed on an alertness skill, or we can gain an edge on a wealth test. And incinerators.
Set things on fire.
If the PCs are at least 10th level, once per scene, they can spend 1 story point to summon an incinerator to the area to help, even if they haven't done anything to gain the incinerator as a contact.
Oh, that's well, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's listed on there, but this was to get them as a temporary thing, though.
Yeah.
With your life, that does kind of make things interesting.
Enough groups found fires. If the PC spend a scene between missions and passion for fire with an incinerator and succeed, all right, they gain a so, all right, so temporary contact fire resistant, encased from head to foot in fire resistant and air conditioned armor. Incinerators take the heat so their teammates don't have to. PCs are resistant to fire until the end of the next round.
I like how it mentions that their suits are air conditioned. Yes.
Fluorocarbon flame projectors. Incinerators prefer old flamethrowers for the gasoline smell and the satisfying pop, even if it gives away what that they're about to fire. 1 threat suffers downshift on the next 2 skill tests. So notice that grenades on fire before launching them for an extra big burst. All threats in the combat suffer 2 fire damage.
There is, however, a contact hang up with this one.
Yeah. Sometimes it's when incinerator uses contact was D10 on a 1, a random PC suffers 1 fire. Oof. Okay.
Our contact's fun.
Okay. So, if you want for, let's see. So we can. So we have 3 allegiance points that we can use for the incinerators. I can use all, depending on how bad the map is. I could use 3. I can use all 3 of their allegiance points to cause everyone who's who I consider a threat to fire damage.
Yep. And
With the
side, so we're actually ready to use it. So hang on to that.
All right. I can't remember. You said it's just for this mission, right?
No, they're well. When I say the temporary contacts, I mean they're essentially, because you ported with them, they're doing you a favor. So you can hold on them as long as you want, but once you use them, then they consider their favor done.
Yeah, it's a one-use thing, but you can use it whenever.
Okay, and I put that on my sheet. Temporary friends. All right, cool. I did my part.
Okay. Since you spent 7 days there, that gives you 3 days to do whatever else then. I guess off of Cobra Island, since there's
Well,
long to get back.
it was, I must say, it's a day to get there and a day to come back. So that's 9 days. So 7 days partying, 2 days traveling, and 1 day to recover.
Well, there's a total of 12 days for you to do.
Oh yeah, cool. All right. So all right. So yeah, 3 days. 3 days recovering then. Just gonna come back into town like, woo, man. Sup, guys?
He goes back a little toasty.
Shit, man, how's everybody doing?
Like better than you.
Yeah, I mean, we had a fun mission. You know, I must say we had a good mission. We deserved to party a bit. You didn't party?
I mean, I did a little partying, not as much as you apparently.
Really? I must say, shit. You let me out party you? Ain't you like half my age?
I didn't let you do anything. It just seems to have worked out that way.
And you kids take it easy nowadays.
Hey, I didn't take anything easy.
When else did you get?
I had a week. I had 2 weeks. Let me tell you.
Wingman will talk about how we had like 10, 10, 10-liter glasses of vodka in an hour.
Hmm.
Damn, girl.
Are you saying that you did that?
Oh,
No, she's bullshitting or not as anyone's guess.
I think we all can agree she's probably full of it. For sure, if I had that much, I'd be dead.
You sure?
10 liters of alcohol? Yeah. I mean, I'm not a medic, but
I mean,
liters of alcohol would kill you.
it normally, but considering that you're not a normal human anymore.
I don't know. Does Energon make you boost resistant?
I mean, as a car, you are fueled on gas, so I mean,
Not a car.
I'll say.
That-
I mean, aren't you supposed to?
a bull.
I was like, I know. I'm like, since you run on ethanol now, but I'm like,
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Maybe he's been guessing up when no one's looking.
Apparently.
not say, like, oh, okay, sweet. So if he drank that much, what you been drinking?
But are you asking Wingman?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, a few beers, a brandy, some Everclear.
Sounds like she might have had a harder weekend than all of us.
Oh, okay. It looks like everybody had themselves a good time, but I'm assuming that we're ready to all ready to get back into the swing of it.
Oh, if if you're up for an old guy, then yeah, we can look at the duty roster.
That's funny.
She'll make a motion towards the area that has the Joe Judy roster on it. She will hang back a moment with freestyle and kind of assert it. Did I overplay it with 10 liters?
Maybe just a bit. I mean, I'm tempted, but to try. But again, I'm pretty sure that would kill me.
Alcohol poisoning isn't fun.
No, I don't think it would be. Anything that ends in poisoning probably is not supposed to be fun.
We can split it in half.
And then I'm only drinking 5 liters.
Yes, but then you can say that your team drank 10.
By that logic, we could split it across all the snake eaters.
See, that seems too low.
We have Jailbreak drink 10. She has nowhere to be in the morning.
When you have to do the roster, there is you do have a scheduled mission briefing in the evening.
Did we piss off to get stuck with night shift? Did we get drafted in night force and nobody told me?
Wingman will put her sunglasses away. Well, it's going to be. For the briefing, as usual, there is going to be not as usual, but there is going to be a contact slot open if people want to have a contact for a settled in for the mission. If you like, if you'd like, you can sub out your mission long contact for COMGUARD.
That's the satellite?
No, that's Obscura. COMGUARD is.
Oh, right. COMGUARD's the one with the weird rifle.
Yeah. Now, before you make this choice, peeking into the briefing room will show that the projector has the image of a rather large dragon-like creature flying through the sky as though slightly motion blurred image capture.
That.
We're finally getting back around to that.
Nope, so much for doing fire damage to it. So.
Pretty sure fire wouldn't have done anything to it anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I guess I can't use that.
Well, I mean, we know that other people are in play. Fire might.
Well, I mean, technically, the dragon works on them because I don't think it's really obeying anyone right now.
But yeah, with that knowledge, you can go with a mission long contact or Tom Guard. Given it's a dragon, I don't know how useful Tom Guard
I'm
would
about to
be.
say, I don't know if a radio specialist is that useful against a mothering dragon. As funny as that would be.
It's Radio Dragon 101.5. All it is remixed and recut together raptor noises with a few T-Rex sounds in there.
I mean, you know what? Still buy it.
But yeah. So so with that in mind, since Buff Doctor's contacts are ones you can just kind of call in whenever. I know Freestyle has a number of more perma contacts that you call upon. Are you wanting one of them to be a part of this mission?
Give me a minute to updating my doc so I know who I actually have that's potentially useful. I don't know if I have anybody who's good against dragons. I doubt it.
So outside of a medieval knight, I don't think you have anything.
You have a snake eyes. They're usually good against everything, but
Yeah, but Snake Eye is just like having a mission operations specialist in your group. They can do anything.
we've been doing pretty good with Jinx. Um, actually,
Yeah, you could keep Jinx. Um, they keep going here on consecutive missions though, and there could be rumors spreading through the pits.
dude, there are already rumors spreading through the pit. I was a little worried during this last thing because Jinx actually pulled me aside. I was worried I was getting sent to and they sent my ass out to Colorado. I was worried it was gonna be some kind of sexual harassment thing. Instead, it was just some blind dude who kept throwing me around the mat for 2 weeks. Now I've got him as a contact. At least it wasn't HR, or at least I hope that wasn't HR.
JHR, prepare to be ragdolled.
Yeah, jailbait's always fun. Bring jailbait's always fun.
Jailbait is an HR violation.
The Lady J is good at spy stuff. If we're going after a fuck mother and dragon, that's not really spy stuff. And Scarlet, not spy stuff. Wolf Spider's always good for a laugh.
He did more than lunch.
Given that we are hunting a dragon, so a big motherfucker, I'm gonna go with Cover Girl because I think we're gonna need a vehicle specialist.
Really, Cover Girl. Finally got Cover Girl.
I've had her for a little while now.
No, I'm thinking of the vehicle one.
Yeah, I still don't have Glenda.
Glenda.
Including this time, Glenda. I think Glenda's the one who had me sent to Colorado.
Yeah.
That bitch.
Yeah.
Blind Master would also be funny, but no, I think I'm gonna go with Cover Girl. Honestly, looking at Dawn, she's more of a ranger. Interesting. If we were doing hiking and shit, she'd be good. Which I guess tracks, given her track star origin and shit. There's one up to initiative. That's interesting.
That's pretty nice actually.
So, how to get a named sword? Oh, these guys have named weapons.
I actually think that's constantly requisitioning like a really advanced item and just saying I know. Okay. Well, with that in mind, and I am sure
We all hope so.
entering the briefing room proper. There is coffee on on a a fold out table. Um, this room, the coffee does not come from a Keurig. It comes from an old fashioned, put the filter in, put the grounds in, coffee maker.
Your tax dollars at work, I guess.
Put the Keurig, go to the mess. It is at least hot coffee.
Hot drink, so it really gets you going.
Yes. Dial tone will be in control of the presentation. Sorry for the late night call in, everyone.
No, you're not.
I'd rather be in bed with my PJs. I wasn't supposed to have in duty. But that's what happens when you get a report from the reconnaissance group. As you can see on the screen, it's that dragon that escaped um, from the cold north. Finally got a reliable hit. Quick hit, quick kick. I told you it was late. Quick kick. Tollbooth and Spirit. Um, while tangling with Destro, were able to get a.
Sorry, Toll Booth was tangling with Destro?
Who was there?
I was going to say, isn't his entire job just to put down that one bridge machine and that.
According to the report, they encountered Destro, or more precisely, Destro encountered them while Tollbooth was helping people cross a gap, as Tollbooth does. But yes, there's been a number of reliable sightings in the Maldian archipelago. Map should have shifted.
Yep.
Your dossiers will note that you're going to be assigned a killer whale for this.
Oh wow. Get the big toys.
Yep. The Alien Archipelago um, is near the Philippines. Don't worry, you're not going to be encountering any kind of lost world situations from what Spirit was saying.
Oh good.
Uh, a number of the islands have, um, from what's reported, small though modern towns across the chain. Though there are a few that just aren't inhabited at all. Spirit and Quick Kick weren't able to determine specifically which island the dragon is inhabiting. We're certain that it's a part of the chain. Scarlet is thinking, given the what existing context there is for dragons, and there'll be the slide will shift to a number of books, some fictional, some mythological, some D&D.
Come in all sources.
Uh, Scarlet's thinking that any of the islands with pronounced mountains would be a good place to start looking.
Did the advanced team eliminate any of these, or
Uh, if you want to spend a story point, I will say yes and point out a place not to look.
sure?
Okay.
How many do we have right now?
Currently 2.
Okay.
Okay. The island which has the town of Falivia um, does not appear to have any or layers um, that would be suitable for a giant lizard with wings. So to want to make a home.
Okay. Well, it's 1 down.
um, given the situation, Quick Kick is uh, escorting Toll Booth to an extraction point. Spirit, however, is still in the field.
All right.
um, other for some other relevant information. Quick hit, quick, yeah, quick kick. Can't say that really quickly. Delta sips her coffee. Quick kick was it also reported that the pirate group Diamond Fish was also sailing in the area. Uh, the Diamond Fish pirates were formerly a larger organization um, raiding raiding ships and fencing the god goods. Um, they were operating around the west the mainly southwestern area of South America, uh, but um, joint forces were able to, at the time, believed to effectively destroy the organization. Apparently, there's been a few stragglers trying to um, bring back up their organization. Um, Apparently now over in the Philippines. There isn't any extensive information um, on on Destro beyond that he had a few of the Iron Grenadiers with him. Uh, Given the small group and the fact that we're dealing with an island chain, it's uncertain how much force Destro brought with him. We know a chunk of it's been whittled down from from the various altercations between the reconnaissance group and Destro during the entire time of searching for the same thing.
Hmm.
So, and I don't think we need to be reminded of this unless you're a bit too tired, like I am. Um, Given that Grenadiers have Mars backing, it wouldn't surprise me if even if he didn't have much with them during the latest encounter, that more just couldn't be pulled from other areas.
Yeah, supply chain is kind of their thing.
Well, Dylan, as you mentioned it, your dossier also says that you are going to be assigned scuba gear in case you need it.
Cool, cool.
It's going to be packed on the whale.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Uh, and there's a lot of information in there in your folders, and a chunk of intelligence I picked up. Do you have any additional questions about the area? He does point that she does have an earpiece in here. Any if there's any questions that come up that are in in the dossier, I I may be getting some live information.
Any locals we need to be concerned with?
Yeah, about to say, do we?
Civilian locals?
About to say, do we need to be like inconspicuous to anyone?
None of the none of the areas are particularly hostile to G.I. Joe or allies. So though, given the size of the settlements, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to be a little uninviting to any outsider they consider.
Oh, that's kind of what I was asking. Is like, what do we know about the settlements?
It, she's clearly doing some edits to put up on a kind of quickly slide. Um, if you look at the map again, she'll put up a new slide. Um, um, green is um, green is inviting. Get Yellow is cautious. Um, Red is uninviting, and purple is um, not particularly known. And red is uninviting. Green is inviting. Yellow is cautious. Purple is not in the first phase.
What kind of languages are we dealing with?
Hmm. So we're trying to I'll say, did we determine what the languages were, or
What he's looking up.
Yep.
okay? Watch it's something that none of us speak.
Well, that's why I was asking, because Wingman can just lock in languages for the mission, and then we can all speak it because she can interpret. He has a feat for that.
I don't know. We're on an island in the middle of nowhere. Assuming everybody here speaks bullywug.
Yep, that's exactly what they speak. Bullywug.
Bunch of larpers.
There we go.
Yeah. Filipino. No. So,
I have the
all right. So primarily Filipino, Spanish, French.
Hey,
I speak it. I speak all of it except for Esquion. Esquion. Nope. I speak English, French, and Spanish, though.
I speak English and French.
That's why most of Freestyle's contacts are women
It's French.
because he speaks French. As soon as you get a few guys who are on steak eyes, I'll also say it's because he speaks French.
Hey, I got a few guys in there. I got Wolf Spider, and I got Snake Eyes, and I got Snake Eyes, because apparently there's multiple men Snake Eyes, and I got Blind Master now, so that's four.
Oh, they're for the French.
All there for the French.
Yeah. Can you do a French accent with your ASL?
Yes, I can do French accent at ASL. That is totally a thing.
Uh, both Junma and Adira are according to Soul Booth particularly closed off. Um, which is part of the reason why it's kind of uncertain what their reactions would actually be to any non-local local forces. Spirit would have been able to report that Adura is built into the built along the base of that large mountain. due to the prior interactions with the GI Joe, um, Dial Tone is aware that um, uh, Brilliant de Silver is in the area last seen within Null. If you if you if you want to try to tap him while you're in the area, you do have authorization.
Oh, cool.
Any
We don't. Sounds like we don't need anything because we have the killer whale.
Yeah, the killer whale. If you are you wanting to request land vehicles beyond your feet, given that there are areas of land here.
Oh, so there will be areas the whale can't get to.
Well, the whale is that an amphibious vehicle?
It's a hovercraft.
It is an amphibious vehicle. Yes. Okay. Then yeah. You don't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're not going to need. You're not being automatically assigned any
Yeah.
additional vehicles then, since you.
All
Now,
right.
if you want to go to the pit and do your pit thing and get an extra vehicle, you can.
Mhm.
But the mission's not assigning it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Delton is about halfway through her coffee at the moment. Um, does anyone need any refreshers on uh, sea or amphibious operations?
It'd be fun.
I feel like I'm fine.
No, remember, wait an hour after eating and avoid the bends. And Palatine puts some motion. Um,
The real question is it going to be more of an aquatic mission or a land mission? Well, they're assigning dive gear, so that implies.
well, we're intelligence is uncertain whether there are any underground coves or anything that you'll need to be able to get to us more for preparedness.
Yeah, yeah.
Any the information that I can get for you?
Well, I feel like that covers everything. The only other question I have is for Brian specifically, and that's do we think we need the 2 temporary hit points, or do we want something else? As I'm looking at pit bonuses. Brian?
Hello?
There you go. Okay.
Sorry.
Become a team of one.
Yep. Yeah, do you think we need the 2 temporary hit points, or should I look at a different bonus?
I feel like. How many hit points do you have now?
4 default, 7 if I'm raging.
Um.
And I regenerate a little bit because I can't be. If I'm below half health, I regenerate up to half health.
Okay. And Wingman has how many?
I think up to 4. And she gives everybody a temporary hit point every time we roll initiative.
Okay, Wingman.
If you want to go for the temporary hit point, I could do it.
No. That's what I was just making sure. I was like, you guys seem fine. No, you're all right.
4 4 +1 ballistic.
Okay, so she has 4, and then armor and stuff. So yeah, we all
Yeah,
at around 4 minimum.
she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Push come to shove, I can always give you guys extra temp HP. We always seem to have like too much HP anyway.
As a reminder, these towns are listed as modern, so you're not going to encounter an Ewok situation here. So computers, mechanical and electronic locks all exist in these areas. Now, depending where you are, you may have some more lower tech stuff, but it's gonna mostly be modern.
Good. Makes it easier.
Okay. If there's no other questions for dial tone, anybody, do you have any?
No, seems pretty good.
Okay. In that case, then, dial tone will dismiss you to master, and once she's dismissed you guys, she will put on a warm-looking wool sleeping cap as she have 10 recreation points.
Okay, that's a normal amount.
Keep in mind, you can use some of these to modify the whale if you want.
Yeah.
So we're looking for things to take on the trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 10 recreation points. I know your guys' quote unquote standard kits takes up most of that.
Oh, I've got part down to 5, so it leaves me 5 other.
Okay.
I'm usually pumping into vehicle, but
Of course.
Cool. Got a pair of Skyhawks on standby in case we run into a fuck mothering dragon and we need some vehicle call downs.
Okay.
Rig those for 2-seater variant. So we spending some of those requisition points.
Okay. A reminder, there's also, always kits that you can grab.
Yep. Okay. Circumstances. Definitely going to grab. Did we normally burglary kits? And that chews up all our requisition points that we normally spend. Brian doesn't normally go for any additional gear outside of his norms. I think we're good.
I just want to confirm, any Venom, are you going for anything beyond your normal kit?
No, I'll say, like I said, I say primary goal of my job is to make sure that I can heal people as long as I have my healing stuff. I say as long as I have my healing stuff and we have something that allows me to at least attempt to do some with tech if necessary, then yeah. I say healing. I say primary job is healing, secondary job is tech. Like third is in case our two, battle junkies need assistance, then I start shooting things. But I say need to be able to run and heal people. That's my main goal above all else. So as long as I have that, everything. I must say, as long as I have my healing supplies, everything else, as far as I'm concerned, the two of them can, have fun with.
Okay. There's also a scuba suit for Sabaka. Have to throw some sunbow in there. Okay. Anything else then? You will be deployed in your whale to the area. And what contact did you have with you?
Cover girl.
Okay. Who is piloting?
I believe that's usually my job as the only guy who actually took ranks in driving.
Though I'm sure if you want to shoot someone in the kneecap, any Venom can drive it.
I can drive. I can drive anything. I can drive anything that's not a one person. That's that can hold more than one person.
Oh yes, but I actually have ranks in the driving skill, not just proficiency.
Yeah, that's what I was like. You can. I was like, if you want to do, if you actually was like want to hand over the wheel, and that's what I was like, and do something that you're better at, then I can still drive if need be. Not as well, but
it's at least it requires skill checks. Yeah.
Yeah. This environment is warm, correct?
Sounds like we're out in the Philippines based on the languages, so probably.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, okay, let's see.
Yeah, dealing with tropical stuff. So yeah, yeah, it's on the warmer humid side.
Okay.
Okay. When you arrive in the area, wow. Okay. Thank you, Dice. Thank you. Moments. Uh, it will be um, it will be raining through the area.
Quick question. Where I say I think I might have missed it. We could do stuff in the pit, I assume, before we left.
We got our pit bonus. That's why I was asking about the temporary hit points.
Okay, cool. All right. That's what I was wondering. I was like, I couldn't remember if all of us roll something different or if each or
I
if.
think it's a pit bonus.
Oh, okay. And you went for Skyhawks.
Yeah, I went for the Skyhawks.
Okay. You don't do anything in regards to animal handling, I assume.
Only animal handler is Foxhound.
Ah, shit. There's lightning. And it's moving. Oh fuck! And it's also this storm is like constantly changing. I don't know if I like it. First it was see through. Now it's just rain. Now the whole island's gone.
I have it on conditional stage. If you want to brave that area, you'll be. be able to see into it. But yeah, no. The numbers I rolled were heavy storm stuff, so not the best.
Yo ho. Gonna suck. Well, I was gonna say start with the town that likes us, but that town is now in the middle of Silent Hill fog, so nautical logic says the only place safe to land is Town Canal or whatever, or Null or whatever that is, but that's all the way. We still have to go through the storm to get there.
Let's see.
Suspiciously like TikTok and not charting.
I guess let's go ahead and I guess I'll go ahead and do the. Oh, well, I guess I already beat it on my dice, so I don't really have to do it. And we were doing the two extra hit points, if I remember correctly.
Is that what you decided to do? Because that's not what I did.
Oh.
You said we didn't need them.
Oh, that's what I was asking. I was like, I thought each of us got to pick.
Yeah, we each get to pick one. Yeah. So are you choosing to do the 2 extra hit points?
I must say, so yeah, you were doing the Hawks, unless you wanted to double down on the Hawks.
There's no reason to double down on the Hawks. I mean, we could, if we wanted our own squadron, but
that's what I was trying to make sure. I was like, I was looking at a couple of other things, but those things I was assuming, I was like, a couple of amounts. I feel like that's one of the only things I could see that benefited, that I could do that would benefit everyone. Everything else I was looking at just benefits me.
Okay. Take 2 temporary hit points.
As I was looking at this other stuff, it was like, yeah, you gain this, not the group gains this. So I was like, unless you had something else that you saw that could be cool.
Nope, I'm happy with the 2 extra hit points.
Now I do see Rotary Joe. That pairs pretty well with Skyhawks. It just shows up, strafes everything, and goes home.
This. Yeah, I feel like we have plenty of cooldowns though.
Yeah,
flamethrower troopers and my entire toy bin. Calling every lady Joe. Except Glinda, fuck her.
let's see. So, huh. Yeah. I would say I could make the pills.
I mean, the med kits are nice, but you do that already, so it's almost raised.
I only see it as useful in case you need health, and I'm not next to you.
Well, I've got contacts for that now, apparently. Apparently. I didn't know.
Which is good, because apparently reading a little more, these pills cause like mental illness.
Rail deployment is technically outside of the weather zone, but you're gonna have to go into
I say, yeah, we're gonna have to go into the weather zone to make landfall anywhere.
yeah.
Oh shit! I never scrolled down that far. We have a morgue.
Yep.
Nobody dies. Why do we have a morgue?
Green shirts die.
I didn't add that one. That was that was in the original write-up.
It's dark. No one dies in GI Joe. What the fuck?
Headman does.
Pretty sure you're just on vacation.
I'm pretty sure him melting was pretty canon.
I mean, we all thought Duke was dead.
No, Duke
He
was in a coma.
But yeah. Man will comment. Well, good thing we have the wetsuits. CoverGirl will comment. You know, I don't think the wetsuits were meant to keep you dry from weather.
That just means they're more versatile now, doesn't it? Not that, getting a little wet's a problem for you, especially considering you're probably going to be below deck.
But that's a CoverGirl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be nice and dry, unlike the rest of you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do me a favor, keep the hot drinks flowing.
Well, the kill where the whale here has a Keurig. That shouldn't be too difficult.
Because the whale's now better equipped than the pit.
England will now at this point kind of more looking out a bit closer at window, looking out. Well, at least both the. I was gonna use the wrong name for that. For both the time and fish and Destro, this weather should impede pretty much anyone.
Oh, I mean, the thunderstorm might. I feel like Destro's home terrain would be the fog. Scotland's foggy, right?
So I've heard.
All right, well. Start with the closest one, which would be Town Faldia. Places at the edge of the fog. We'll set a course.
Okay. Given the heavy rainfall and such, if I could get a piloting roll with a single downshift, please, or rather a driving roll.
Autopilot lens distance. People can be on the guns as needed.
Downshift ain't gonna mean a thing.
Oh, that's right. You did say there was a downshift.
Yep, a downshift.
That's great. All right, I'm rolling with advantage. Definitely better than a 4. Any die says, yep, that's okay. 13 is better than 4. Possible crit.
With that, the waves are definitely choppy, but you're able to cut through it. Able to cut through it rather easily until you get to the foggy, heavier stormed area. Um, your your vision is pretty much cut. Um, your the whales floodlights not being very useful in this current environment you're currently having uh, operate off of primarily your instruments and mapping. You have a pretty good idea of where the town is, though. Can I get another roll this time with 2 downships? Because of his fine piloting thus far, no one is at risk of seasickness. While Freestyle is piloting the whale around, is sailing the whale around. What is Annie Venom doing, if anything?
All right, so we hopping on No Dragon Island.
Um, I'm still getting us to No Dragon Island. GM was asking what you were doing while I was doing that.
Um, I'm trying to think of anything I really could be doing. Okay. um, I guess chilling in the uh. Let me check. Let me check my sheet real quick. Gotta make sure some. We're on a ship in the middle of the ocean. ride through a storm.
Yep, but I'm
Gonna kind
off the job. Nobody's getting seasick.
I'll say gonna kind of just be in my room doing my little pre-game rituals.
Okay. In that case, Rachel, you are heading towards Elia, there is something that catches your eye through the fog. It catches your eye due to it having um, a pair of lit directional lights. Moving over to get a better line of sight on it. It is a it is a it is a dinghy with a motor on the back of it, making it more of a a motorboat dinghy. With two forward-facing swivel lights on it and a machine gun built into the no crew.
So an abandoned gun, improvised gunboat.
Yep. And apparently the dinghy is the small rowboat.
Yeah. I will call out to whoever was manning sentry guns and call out below deck just to get eyes up here, and I'll start angling towards it to check it out.
See which person. Okay. Wingman will come up to join you. Instead of her regular outfit, she is wearing the scuba suit without the tank and the head.
She's wearing the
mask is
wetsuit.
down. Yeah. Okay, what you need?
Point over. I got eyes on what looks like an abandoned boat. And I'll figure out angles on side, and we can send a party over, find out what the hell's going on.
It's kind of small, but I can go take a look at it.
I recommend taking the old man with you.
Okay.
Just back up. Don't want to go over alone.
Okay, there'll be a knock on your door, any Venom. Okay, the old man is busy.
Andy Venom?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, he was knocking on your door. He was talking to you.
Oh yeah. I'll say we've landed, or we just still on our way there.
Okay.
Sorry.
There's an abandoned boat. I pulled up to it.
Yeah. Oh yes, that. Okay. Let's see. All right. I will finish with my thing. Get up. I'll say get up out of my room. And be like, yeah. Yeah. Gonna open up the door with some cigar in his mouth. Like, what you need?
Freestyle wants us to go over to a abandoned boat that he spotted.
I'm gonna kind of like stare at her for a moment and be like, of course this motherfucker found a haunted ship. Like, yeah, it was kind of like take a puff and like, I was like, y'all kids. All right, cool. All right, let's get on the fucking haunted ship. All right, whatever. I ain't like living anyway. I'm just gonna open up the door, like, grab my jacket, close it behind me. It's like, all right, Herb.
Young. You know what they say, living's for the young.
Yeah, you know, obviously, he's trying to see how many people. I say how many people he can kill, you know, before he goes down himself. All right, cool. All right, bullets don't. It's like, I'll say, bullets don't affect ghosts. I hope something that his, toaster arsenal can do of that.
Have you played Luigi's Haunted Mansion?
The fuck is that?
Oh. Okay, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll say,
Wingman.
grab my guns and grab some sage.
Okay. Sage.
And my cross.
Wingman will attach a tether to the whale and herself.
What, so she can drag the whale?
Sorry, the killer whale. It's the G.I. Joe.
It's like
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was like, she attached a tether to it and herself. I was like, is that so she can stay attached to the whale, so she can drag the whale with her?
so she can catch if she falls overboard.
Okay, making sure. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know.
So heavily foggy, torrential downpour, and the particular fog. This is in it's very windy.
I'm going
Lightning in this area yet, but you never know.
take bets with freestyle. I'm like, $10 says that some sort of bullshit causes her rope to snap.
I'm not thrilled with the idea, but yeah, I'll take that bet.
All right.
Of course, given what we're out here hunting, that means a dragon will swoop in and pull the rope or something.
The dragon can't be here. The island says no dragon.
CoverGirl will ask via the TACnet. How long does it take for eggs to hatch?
I mean, dino eggs hatch pretty quickly in my experience, but this is a dragon and some kind of hyper evolution genetic engineer clusterfuck. So, I mean, it's Cobra. I imagine they wanted it pretty quick. So we don't have, if there was an infestation, I wouldn't think we'd have such a hard time tracking them down. So I guess they don't hatch that quick.
Well, I haven't played those dragon games, so I wouldn't know.
Neither have I. I'm not old enough to have had a Sega Saturn. Those are back there like Commodore times, right?
Wingman will say, I knew someone with a Dreamcast.
Wow, they say I'm rich.
Yeah. Well, if you feel you're prepared enough, any venom, then if you're going to swim over, I will need an athletics roll. The storm and such. This will be at a 1 downshift.
Okay, so I am officially at just
If you
D20.
swim, we do have the whale does come equipped with a recon sled, which is basically a small boat, power boat that you guys could take over.
I will take that because I only have a D2, and if I have to downshift, I automatically go to disadvantage.
Okay.
So the intent was to pull over close enough that they could basically just hop over.
Oh, okay. In which case, Then okay. I just think I thought I should roll in for the hopping over.
Okay.
She's still going to tether herself though.
Oh, she's free to tether herself, but yeah, at that point you don't need the power boat, and your D2 wouldn't go down if you're just hopping across.
Yeah, you wouldn't have
Huh.
shifts if you're just hopping across. Yeah, I know sometimes when ships pull along, there's a little bit of a gap. I didn't realize you were.
Well, again, the idea was close enough that the ramp or whatever you use to go from one boat to another.
Okay.
I'm trying not to have them jump in the ocean during a storm. That feels like a bad idea,
Hmm.
especially when we're driving a craft that has a big spinny doom fan on the back.
It did have a spray doom fan on the
It has two big spinny doom fans on the back. It's
yeah. Whale has lots of weapons on it.
also a hovercraft, which means there's a bunch of spinny doom fans underneath too.
Yeah. You know this can carry 8 passengers.
Yeah. 8 passengers and 2 vehicles.
Yeah, you can throw a party.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe party boat.
Okay, going over. It's a dinghy, so we're talking. It has oars on it. It is actually missing a oar.
Small even for a dinghy. It still has oars. Basically a rowboat.
There is a motor on the back of it, kind of rendering the oars superfluous.
Emergency backup.
2 lights on the front. They're on swivels, and on a gimbal mount is a machine gun, not a super heavy machine gun, but a regular old machine gun. There are flares scattered along the the open occupant area of the dinghy. There are um, there are scratches along the port and starboard rim. Excuse me. There is a note on the interior where something sharp, likely a knife, was jabbed into one of the sitting planks, and it was dragged across towards the starboard side until the cut in the wood is no longer there. These flares, by the way, are meant for a flare gun, but you do not see a flare gun. There is also a rope and a pair of pants.
A pair of hands.
Pants, yes, a pair of pants.
Uh,
They are
Hmm.
now soaked from being in the weather.
Pair of pants.
So someone around here is just free balling it. All right, cool. All right, sounds like you're a people freestyle.
Nope, my people firmly believe in pants.
No, it seems like a risk to take.
Huh.
Being out in the storm, no pants.
There is also the smell of kerosene.
Well, at least it can't catch on fire in the rain.
Set fire to the rain.
Well, it looks like something actually definitely happened on here. You are not seeing any signs of blood or bone, any sign of any sign of severe injury in terms of residually on the dinghy.
So whoever was on the boat just disappeared, forgetting their pants. After throwing a bunch of flares around the boat.
Yep. Calling it flares, no pistol. The flares are by the way, white, yellow, red, and blue. There's multiples of them, but those are the colors I know. Wingman will hesitantly say, well, I guess if you're not doing too well, check the pants. You see, I like pants. But I prefer dresses on my off hours. Any of them, you'll see her like eyeing around as if she's like expecting something to happen. Like maybe was it a mosasaurus?
Yeah, clearly this is probably a dragon attack or something, but I can't explain the pants. The rest of that is some guy got picked off by a dragon, but
Maybe they were using the bathroom and they got eaten mid bathroom.
or suddenly a dragon busted up in the outhouse and ate him.
I mean, push come to shove, take the pants, put them in a backpack. It's like, in case we find someone with no pants, might as well give them back to him.
Wingman is currently investigating the pants.
Okay.
Okay.
What do your detective eyes see?
Well, there's some handcuffs. There's a dozen bullets, look like for a revolver. $150 USD. A gold coin. And this. She's like trying to extract something from one of the pockets, and is eventually able to pull out. She looks at it oddly. Anyway, since you're there closer to actually being able to take a look at it,
Yeah.
it looks like what she has in her hands is a large, like almost comically large, pair of pliers. The pliers have been modified to have buzzsaws on them, like small buzzsaws, wired to it looks like a pack of like 4 AA's. When she experimentally squeezes the pliers, the blades, the buzzsaws will whir to life in a cross-cutting action.
Well, that looks like a dreadnought shank if I've ever seen one. Does that mean we found Zartan's pants?
I thought Zartan was right here.
Right.
I mean,
Zartan, did you lose your pants?
I think the pants, I don't think I did, but considering what's going on, I think the pants might be Zartan.
The pants are Zartan.
Technically, he can disguise himself as anything, so disguising himself as a pair of pants could be the thing. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna check the pants and see if they're actually Zartan.
Are you gonna like hit with a knife?
Yes. Poke the pants with a knife, see if they bleed.
The pants protest in the form of now having a slight cut or hole in it, depending on how strongly you did that.
Okay. All right. These pants only bleed denim.
How paranoid have we gotten that that we think a pair of pants is actually an infiltrator?
This guy has literally pretended to be like fucking capuchin monkeys and shit that was actually smaller than what he was. So no. I'm like, when you are like a 6 foot tall man and you can cosplay, you can infiltrate as like a fucking 5-year-old. Yeah, no, I'm like, there's a difference between, hey, I put on makeup and I shrunk.
Well, he's also a ninja, so
Yeah, all the more reasons he can be a pair of pants. If ninjas can turn into a block of wood, then he can turn into a pair of pants. I like how we're like, oh man, that's silly. And then the one moment we don't pay attention is when he fucking like, haha.
it's actually your Keurig the whole time.
But you see, I was a splitter.
I was your shoe. You've been wearing me through the whole mission.
Everything betrays you, even your souls. What? Yeah, the souls on your shoes. Them. You will note, any venom, that the machine gun is still loaded.
So he never got to fire it. Okay.
Um,
Well, of course, you're not gonna. He was, still trying to get his pants on. He didn't have time to fire his machine. You guys see any like claw marks or fire burns or anything that would indicate, dragon?
Hmm. I'll take a look around to see if I see any.
okay, feel free to make an alertness roll.
This is gonna suck.
Oh, I just noticed the island that I was heading towards is the one that says no dragon. So
Yeah, that's why I was like, we're going to No Dragon Island.
friendly, it's no dragon. Okay.
With the fog, you will be at a one downshift. Given that it's
What, as far as like the searching around?
Yeah.
Alert.
Well,
Okay.
man helping you, so 1 down becomes advantage with 1 up.
All right.
Because teamwork, Joe. Got to get tough.
Joe. So I know that intro is not my preference, but there is something catchy.
See what I did wrong.
You rolled athletics instead of alert.
You
No.
you did the curly bracket.
Yeah.
On the end there. Okay.
21 alertness.
Okay. Well, from looking around, it appears that people were dragged off this dinghy
Oh, that's not good.
by the straight marks and the jagged knife mark along one of the wooden seats.
That's a problem. Can't have that.
Aside from the cosmetic damages, there's no real structural damage to them. It's nowhere near as hardy as the whale, but it is intact.
Well, you can throw a rope around it and haul it back to shore at least.
Yeah, I must say, Andy Finsmiller is like, yeah, no, these motherfuckers dead.
All right, well, I will toss a rope across, tie it off to the front there, and we'll haul it into shore. Maybe maybe somebody will want it. Don't want to leave it
Yeah,
here.
yeah, ghost ships go for a lot.
Those flares might be useful. All right, so I guess we will sail up the coast of No Dragon Island towards.
Okay, you're not making birth. Okay.
Well, there's no dragon here, so in theory, well, there might be some intel. Even though we don't have to search the island, but there might be some information in town. Something else, it might be more up to date intel than what Spirit and Company were giving us. So yeah, I'll sail into Falvia. Also check in with the pit, see if we can get an update on how long this weather is supposed to last.
Okay. Hopefully with the weather over it, it is still doable. Doable to me.
Yeah, it seems to be.
All right.
Since you are so close, there's a small um tower acting as a kind of short range light tower to guide you in. Clearly, it's not the larger ones meant to be like a full on beacon, but since you are as close as you are, you are able to see it through the fog, and that'll allow you to be able to guide yourself in. Rain again is pouring down, lots of fog everywhere. You see the silhouettes of people moving to and fro, though clearly a slightly lighter milling of people probably would be.
All right, I'll pull us into a docking slip and flash us down.
You'll be greeted um, by it looks like a dock worker. Hey, hey, you're some some good American Joes, yeah?
Yep, some good American Joes.
Yeah, I've been telling stories um about the things I've heard about what people do. So right now I'm kind of wish I didn't take this job and stayed over stateside.
Oh, whatever you can do to spread the good word, my man. Also, found this bit of drift out here. Don't know what the policy is about what we're supposed to do with this.
Do you need pants?
Also, pants.
I have plenty of pants. Well, in turn, in terms of that small boat there, I we don't really have need of it, especially in this weather.
A lot of these been turning up recently. Just random abandoned boats with or without randomly abandoned pants.
I can't say about can't say much about the pants except depends on where you go around here.
Oh, this place sounds fun. Uh, any other anything else note around here? I mean, we've been hearing tell about pirates and dragons and
Some of the fishing people that made birth here when the storm was coming in. We're talking about some pirates. I I haven't seen it myself, but you'd be a fool to travel over either here near the big island with with the weather the way it is. But though your craft looks like it's good for it as for the dragon. Um, if I had seen it with my own binoculars, I wouldn't have believed it. I've seen it soaring around here and there. Um, Looks like it's been going around going around going around the islands. Um, Joe's Dragon Hunters now.
part time.
Hmm.
Hold on, go down, come back up, up down onto the dock out with the map. That would be a really, I thought it seems like they've in theory given us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically, he's been noting that it's been like flying around
yeah,
the island chain.
and he said he had seen it, so I'm just
Yeah,
can he
it's
mark where he had seen it?
well,
I mean, yes, obviously it's all over the island, but having a confirmed sighting or two to start from might be helpful versus going totally blind.
This
yeah. Let me see what I can do in terms of some marking.
While he's doing that, do we want to once he's done doing that, do we want to head back out, start looking for the dragon, or do you think we should pop up to the the pub and see what the local fishermen have to say about the pirates.
And what happened to the pirates? Maybe they got turned into dragons. Maybe they're in the eggs.
That'd be a twist.
Oh, wasn't Mindbender turning people into lizards?
He was turning people into, into dragon people before you possibly turned him into dragon people.
Okay, the purple line. Right, you can see the purple line.
Have you changed this back over?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The purple line, the dock worker has said he's only observed once or twice, at most 3 times. The orange is what he. Now keep in mind his vantage point is limited to kind of where where the town is and where he can safely get to make sightings.
Yeah,
So-
but that still indicates it's more likely on one half of the archipelago than the other, based on his observations at least. And that one larger island does have a pretty impressive mountain on it.
Yeah. Those mountains look.
The mountain over there by Yadura, but still pretty impressive. What do you think? Should we go check that out now, or check with the fishermen first?
I would say check with the fishermen first.
All right.
That way we're not like running to the fishermen like, what the fuck was that?
Cover Girl will comment from from the well. Do you need my touch for that, or you want me to stay aboard?
Um, I think Foxhound and Sabaka can hold the boat. So yeah, why don't you come up with us? You're in theory better at people than we are.
Regardless of our contact stuff is people related.
Yeah.
She will come out with a show emblazoned umbrella.
Eh,
We will say, well, then I guess I'll be the strong, sober-looking person.
Well, that and possibly interpreter.
Oh, we encountered this guy here. Thank you, he's stateside. He knows how many people are stateside. Yeah, that's why they're so inviting.
Mm.
Um, uh, uh, ma'am, I gotta tell you that I'm only a handful of people here that are in the Americano. So you mentioned you being an interpreter. I hope you know all the languages you need to know, because I carry out one of those traveler translation books with me. But if your ship's looking all good, I think I will go and get dry.
Thank you very much.
Uh-huh. And he'll go into one of my dock buildings.
All right.
If you're gonna go,
Grab a poncho from the thing, put it up and head on up.
okay. Fog is your rain going down. Because you're not in any kind of hurry and you're not in any kind of combat situation. It's not that big a deal to keep putting. But if you had to move erratically, it would definitely tighten the slickness of the ground. Um, you guys will be able to go into the camp. Though you'll see a variety of people, um, mostly uh, mostly some some form of Filipino. Though there is some mixing of clearly some people who look at the really sound French. Most of them have like good, good shaggy beards on them. Good.
All right. So,
Um, there'll be clinking of glasses. Many people here appear to be drinking some form of like hot mead, given given the weather outside. There's some laughing and some clearly some stories being told by a number of them. Um, None of them are speaking English.
do we talk to them or do we harass them?
There actually is a sign that a a speech bubble with the circle and line slash through it, and North America next to it.
So definitely don't use the Ingles. The town that's supposed to be friendly to us has the no North America sign. Interesting. You need something?
80%.
50%. I need 100. Well, I can ask about that. That does seem to be a little counter.
Eh?
She'll go and speak their language. And is able to just oh, okay. Because not many people here speak English, they figured the sign would be a universal language.
Okay.
Also, because we are new, we get one free drink.
Cool. So we'll get a free round. I will buy a round for the bar.
You don't ask for this, but wealth check,
This,
because like the entire bar is a bit.
I have a D12. That's if I can pull this off, this should lubricate things a little bit.
Nah,
Yeah, that'll do.
hmm.
19 is enough.
Okay.
Um, there'll be a rousing cheer at the round of free drinks. The kids here get apple juice. Okay, with the rounds having gone around, and Wingman being your interpreter, what are you wanting to inquire about?
I believe the intent was to come up here and ask about the pirates. Movements, habits, things we should, areas we should be avoiding. How well equipped are they?
Okay. If I could
That's a,
get
we ran into this, random, dinghy with a machine gun on it. Is that what we should be expecting out here, or is that just a small one?
Floating clothes with guns.
And also, anybody know anything? There have been like random occurrences of abandoned boats, especially ones that have just random pairs of pants on them.
Is there a legend of someone with no pants?
Yeah, is there a legend of somebody with no pants on a ghost boat?
Okay. Can I get a persuasion roll? I'm gonna just use this to see how much information you get.
I'm happy with persuasion. I wasn't sure if it'd be persuasion or streetwise. I have her assisting, so that's 2 ups and advantage.
Not using cover roll then.
If I use Cover Girl, it'll blow her entire allegiance pool.
Okay.
So I'm wanting to hang on to that until we actually need it,
Fair.
because gain edge on all social rolls until the end of the scene. So,
Oh, okay.
which is nice, but okay, I can't do it. I can't do better than that. That's a natural 20. Uh,
Well, holy crap. Well, in that case, um, you'll be asking around. Some people don't have much to say beyond they don't like them. And if all that was left is their pants, that's too bad because that means some of them was left. But you do get some more pertinent things. Um, there's a very blonde-haired, blonde-bearded um, fisherman speaks French. When I say very, I mean like think think cloud soldier first class. Clearly, this hair is dyed.
Hmm. I hope this isn't Chris's blood.
He'll go on to explain that the dim- that the diamond fish had been harassing this area um, for the past several months, but we're really only able to get like very isolated and like small boats.
Yeah.
But um, the past 3 to 6 weeks, he's aware of 4 weeks, but he's heard different numbers from different people who's talked to. The diamond fish have had um, sudden sudden upgrade in both armament and manpower, able to hit like some of the like large fishing boats that cast nets
Mm.
and pull up like wooden reams of fish. They've been at it enough to actually um, affect the um, economy of at least this island. Um, uh, he has heard but not seen of the strange um, strange kind of it was described as like thin jet skis two of them that have been able to harm and harass a number of the larger vessels. They are with this increased amount of prominence. The effects that diamond fish will at this point likely have a few converted um, large like tall fishing boats with them.
Is that you said the people will what now?
The diamond fish, the pirates have apparently been converted some large fishing boats into sounds like kind of like jet ski carriers. They're going Waterworld on us.
He suspects that they are either going to go after there we go. Yeah, it would either going to go after Archo or Malara is is his thought, because Archo they would he feels, given that Archo is largely agricultural, is that there would be a good target to try to get some kind of land-based thing. They also Archer also has a lot of a lot of a lot of market selling imported items, so it'd also be a good point of supply. Malara, while in the blonde fisherman's opinion, is a bit more of an issue. Okay. Um, it does provide access to Adura, at least from what he's heard. Though he doesn't know much about Adura. Adura tends to keep to themselves. He has is aware that people from Adura do go to Malara for trade, usually in the form of handcrafted items in exchange for things like large quantities of fish, basically sources of protein.
Okay, so based on that intel, the pirates are focused on one half of the island chain, and the dragon seems focused on the other half. I'm not sure if that's actually true or not, but that does seem to be what it looks like, or sounds like rather.
Is this you, the player, saying it, or is
That's the player and freestyle are kind of thinking aloud. Yeah.
Oh, okay. In which case, the blonde fisherman will come in. I don't know any. I don't know much about the dragon. The dock workers tend to talk about that.
Any of them here tonight? We ran into one when we came in, but
Given the storm, I imagine they're all in the dock area in case any ships are trying to find safe harbor.
no, I wasn't sure if they'd be here off duty. Okay.
Run while you still can.
If if it wasn't a storm, I'd say yeah, I've seen a number of them in here. Um, now, I I don't really believe it's a dragon, but I know that one of the one of the older guys, he actually points to a picture in the in the on the wall. It shows it shows like a person like in their like 70s, um, clearly weathered from just being being a long term. Um, the picture will have the name, which um, which will be more plainly translated as Patrick. Um, there's really just some accent markers, in there, so it's more like Patrick. Wingman, I'll just say it's Patrick. The picture isn't for him being dead or anything; it is irregular. um, uh, he said that he's occasionally gone to the mon, mountain coast and has seen this dragon and fed him a load of fish.
Interesting. Do you know where we'd find this Patrick?
Yes, no, knowing that crazy coot, Patrick is probably out there in the storm still fishing. He says he says he's going to eventually catch golden catfish. I don't think it's a golden.
What type of boat does he rock?
I'd be like, this motherfucker just say golden cat. This motherfucker just say golden catfish.
Yep, he's looking for a golden catfish.
Patrick.
Fuck yeah.
Um. Ah. Um. It's it's really not. It's really not dingy. It's a smaller size of medium, and what he's going to describe is is a fishing ship that has the net trail behind it. It doesn't have like the multiple that
Yeah.
that go down. So it's a simpler though more heavy duty clear like fishing.
Based on what he's just described, I think I know the answer to this, but if he could mark on our map, where Patrick, normally fishes, so we could, maybe check in with him. Based on what he described, I'm guessing it's in the orange circle there, but
So we've got giant dragons, golden catfish. That's just where all the mutated creatures just, meet up.
yep. I blame the nuclear testing in the 50s.
Oh god, are we in Bikini Atoll?
Now we're in Tankini B-roll.
Ah, yes. Legally distinct. So we found this out. Now we got to search around the island to see if we can find him. Hope that he's not crazy. Then after we find out he's not crazy, we got to hope he's not Zartan. So then after we figure out that he's not Zartan, then we can figure out something else.
There's a lot of layers to that, but yeah. All right.
And we do have a lot of
Overlap with the orange.
people who don't like us.
Yeah, but thankfully most of them aren't near this island. They're over on the other island where the pirates mostly hang out. Hey, you got any extra questions, or are you good?
I should be good. I'll say I'm just more paranoid now, but
Right. I do have one additional, just general. I'll have you. We got a friend who's been operating out here for a little while. Maybe you've seen him. He'll describe. You said Brian De Silva's in theory out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll describe Brian.
Um,
Also describe Spirit just to see if you've seen either one of them. But
really in the silver.
Yeah.
He was about cozy up to Wingman when got his attention.
Interesting. He's cozying up to Wangman and not the canonical supermodel.
It's the Jill Valentine knockoff look. Gets him everything.
He appears to be attracted to the fact that she's in a wetsuit.
I'm not judging. I gotta be careful. Last time wetsuits were involved, I got a call from HR.
Yeah. Didn't COBRA like intentionally dress not to be all modelly?
I mean, she doesn't dress up, but she doesn't necessarily dress down either, is my understanding. But yeah, she doesn't go for for the full model kit just because that's not practical when you're driving a tank.
No, I thought that was something she wanted to like.
Yeah,
kind of not super mess with. But anyway, okay. So asking about both Spirit
and De Silva, yeah. Since we in theory have allies in the area, just kind of curious if anybody's actually seen them.
The blonde fisherman. He doesn't know about Spirit, but does know that De Silva, at least fitting that description, was in town
But is not now. And then it sounds like he does not know where he went.
No. He doesn't deal with log charts aside from the charts that he has to log for his fish.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he could have been one to give him a ride to a different island or something. So
No.
thought I'd ask. Okay. In that case, since Anti-Venom doesn't have any further questions, what do you think? We can go see if the dock workers know anything, or we can just head back out to sea.
Well, might as well ask the dock workers. It won't take but a few moments anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. And the dock workers are, as he said, they're at the docks, would be on the way back to the boat.
All right. Yeah, right. There's no point in passing right by them and not asking them if they're standing right there.
All right, I will pick up a couple of bottles to go, just try and grease the wheels with the dock workers.
Okay.
And we'll head on down to where get directions from the blonde guy about where we since he said they're at the dock, after I assume they're not literally staying on the dock. They probably have a building that they're hanging out in. So get
Yeah,
an office or something. So I'll get directions to there.
you would have been able to see the doctor's buildings from when you guys made it.
Okay, cool.
Sitting by the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away.
I'm going over there. Rain's still raining. I know you asked about the weather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, hey, Pitt, DT, you'll get weather reports. But hey, how long are we dealing with this? Not that we can't handle it, but
It's like Jupiter. Storm never goes.
the fog at least makes this mission a lot harder. Because we're only going to see the dragon if it's literally right on top of us.
Yeah, no. Mouse overboard.
You just bought that mouse. Don't break it already.
I know. I want to.
Oof. So the adventure, or at least a good chunk of it.
That's how long the storm cell is going to be in. The particular interior weather patterns may shift a bit, but it will be some degree of heavy rain or storm during that time period.
Oh, sweet. So this mission is taking place during Hurricane Melissa.
Yep.
And we're in Jamaica. It just decided to be like, fuck you, and just hang over this place.
Y'all like it hard, right? Go find a dragon in a hurricane.
It's like that movie Christmas Twister, where the tornado just hangs out outside of the shopping mall, just waiting for them to come out. Like, is this some bitch sentient? What the fuck?
Goddamn weather dominator.
The government does. The government
more challenge.
The government does control the weather.
All right. Well,
but yeah, you're at the dock worker area there. Most of them are kind of are inside, trying to not be soaked.
cool. Yeah. Knock. Head in. I don't know if it's an open door policy or not.
You can just kind of walk in.
Walk in, find nearest counter, put 2 bottles down. Like, evening, gents. We're wondering what you know about dragons and pirates.
They speak not English at you.
Well, I started with French because we know English is a non-starter here.
Ah, okay. In that case, then 4 of them will be able to respond to you. Yes.
I was expecting David to say they speak not French at you as well.
Doing pretty well. Are those for us?
Yeah.
If you cooperate.
That's a figured you guys be more willing to talk to me if I came bearing gifts.
They'll switch over to different language, though it appears to be a little bit of they're not fluent in it, but they are able to communicate, and that'll catch the other's attention as to the fact that you brought drinks.
Lean over to Wingman. What language are we using now?
French and the Philippine.
Well, I caught the French, but okay. We're conversing in Filipino now. Got it.
Um, yeah, they'll come over and they'll grab the bottles, pull for them. There's some dude in back who isn't over that's lifting some weights.
There you go, Andy Venom. Get yourself a gym, bro.
One of the French dock workers will say, usually when people do this, this is for a bribe. If you have any contraband, then we can't look over that. If you have any paper issues, throw in another bottle.
The only contraband I've got is dead ass.
There are a number of the Philippine dock workers and a French dock worker over by Coverville. They do not seem to be too interested in waterlogged wetsuit issued wingman.
Okay, so the bar is wingman scene and the dock is cover girl scene apparently. Everybody's got different tastes. I'm not judging.
I'm like, I don't know.
Girl is the driest between the two because she actually has like an umbrella to shield her while wingman is like, I got a wetsuit.
It's designed to get wet.
Yeah. There are a few people over near over around you Anti-Venom, and you just shout more stories in terms of like the vibe that they're currently being up off of you. Which is kind of what they're wanting from you.
Okay. And I guess while they're talking to them, I will begale them with stories.
Ongi Tuba Darth Vader.
Okay, what do you want to ask these guys about?
I said, dragons and pirates.
Okay.
And Marines and Indians.
Okay, let's Indy. Let's get another persuasion roll in there, see what we can pick out of these guys. Because these guys are a little shady, you can use Streetwise if you want. Either skill would provide different kinds of information. Streetwise will get you more pirate, persuasion will get you more dragon.
Okay, so if I can, I'd like to roll one of each. Since I am asking about both subjects. I will take the assist on the Streetwise, since I assume I can't take it on both.
Right, yeah. Wingman is definitely available because she is not being sought by people. Yeah, maybe I should wear this more often if I want to avoid people.
That's not normally how that works.
Unless you go to a scuba club or fisherman, apparently.
Look at her pretending like she don't like the attention.
I remember what happened when that CEO talked to me in the start of this with the sealed building.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I know all the shady shit. I know the best shady shit.
Are you guys such a high level at this point that you just can't roll below a 20?
No, I've just been rolling really well.
Okay.
I'll say I suck at shooting. I'm pretty decent at everything else.
You want to see my crappier rolls? Look at my, my contact rolls at the beginning of the session.
Can I get a alertness roll from everyone, please?
But
It will be at a disadvantage.
fuck. Okay. I'm already bad at it, and then I got to be like run the risk of being worse at it.
That's it for the streetwise. The pirates. The dock workers have heard and seen damage to corroborate that the diamond fish have definitely been reinforced by some kind of new crew.
Tristan, could you roll me a D2?
See a crappy roll, behold a crappy roll.
I don't necessarily want to see a crap.
1. Ah.
Grand total of 6. I'm really caught up in these war stories, apparently.
Yep. The damage that's been coming up afterwards, after this reinforcement, has included things like um, um, like uh, like nails in the side of boats, um, um, chainsaw blades in the side of boats, not chainsaws, chainsaw blades.
Just the blades, yeah, just the chains.
Um, very, very strange. It certainly has been affecting the town's economy. Um, the dock workers are concerned that Palavia will need to either start leaning on some of the other islands, or suffer some layoffs of their outsourced work. Like for instance, the stateside person you saw they hired in. They are aware that the diamond fish do in fact sport a classical pirate flag. That is what they do bear. Um, while they're aware that the fishing trawlers have been taken, if it was earlier, the dock workers wouldn't think they'd be able to be refit. But given their strange, strange new allies, um, they figure that that they have been retrofitted. They are aware that some of the border villages, such as Archo, have been raided for various pieces of equipment, probably do just that. Is there anything in particular that you are wanting to know about the pirates? As I've been speaking, in kind of generalities. Is there any kind of specifics that you're wanting to get?
Well, pirates, generally speaking, tend to have areas where they prefer to hunt. So trying to get an idea of like, areas where they hang out, so we have to be extra cautious. What kind of loads, have they been, shown to be packing? Sounds like, again, normally they were using the small boats until recently. Now they've been, able to capture and, seem to be refitting the big boats. Somebody, the guy at the bar mentioned the massive amounts of jet skis they've started employing.
Yeah.
Now we know about their improvised weapons, which again leads to my suspicion about dreadnoughts based on that weird tool we found.
Well, they're aware that the diamond fish initially had a big ship, given the smaller ships are being used as harriers, and the smaller ships aren't designed for long-term deployment.
Hmm.
So even before the trawlers, they're generally operating um, in the Archio to Malaria area. Um, they have been over here a number of times, but apparently had stopped um shortly after perusing into the going into the Junla and east of Junla area. They after doing that a few times, after being in that area a few times, they had stopped even coming as far as Calvia and had just focused on the west side of the archipelago.
Which again confirms my suspicion that again the dragons seem, based on what's been observed so far, the dragons operating on one side and the pirates are operating on the other. They seem to be staying clear of each other, or more likely, the pirates are staying clear of the dragon.
Was that a critical for your 21? No. Sorry, a critical for your street, which is the pirates of the street. Okay.
I don't believe so. It was just under.
Actually, if that's 26, that bumps you to just above Fornimal. Okay. I will be able to. One of the dock workers was aware, as one of the dock workers here was forced to repair one of the seven fish trawlers. This person has not seen the main ship,
Mhm.
but he was forced to work. One of the people forced to work on it when they momentarily had to stay here after from pulling out. Um, the damage to the trawler looked to be caused from high caliber weapons.
Okay, well,
Uh, and
so somebody with big guns is anti-pirate.
and some form of damage that he wasn't able to entirely identify. It seemed to be some kind of thermal damage.
And remind me, mission brief mentioned pirates in the area. They didn't mention any other factions.
Um, Spirit encountered Destro with a small entourage of Iron
Right, right, right.
Grenadiers.
Okay. So that's probably from the pirates running into the Iron Grenadiers. Right, because I remember the whole thing about me making fun of Toll Booth engaging Destro.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, all right. Yeah, that's probably them running into the Iron Grenadiers, which would explain why they, stay away from that side of the island, because Destro is probably looking for the dragon based on what happened last time. So they had to run in with him and then noped out. All right. And just to check, I doubt it, but they might have either group seen or heard any hide of hair of De Silva or Spirit.
One of the Filipino workers stockworkers is encountered De Silva, and he had heard that he was traveling to now from
Okay,
from Falvia.
so heading north. Okay, and through the search area. Okay.
As for your dragon sighting one, um, the the dock workers, aside from the um, have been uh, a small handful of them, a small group of them, because the rest try to kind of ignore what the dragon exists. Yeah, it's a big bird. Yeah.
Mhm.
About four that does believe the dragon exists, and has in fact supported Patrick's efforts to feed the dragon. So occasionally been throwing in like non-fish related and such.
And I assume their encounters would be in the same similar area to Patrick's on the map in terms of highlighting on the map.
Similar. The dock workers know from Patrick that there's usually encounters on the coastal side in terms of where it will where it will land, though they're thinking it's really only landing there now because that's where Patrick generally.
Okay.
Um,
I'm sorry, what was on the island?
coastal.
Yeah, there's the coastal thing, and then something up where Patrick generally is.
The only thing they think that the dragon is only really landing on the coastal area
Because that's where Patrick.
because that's where Patrick is. Patrick himself would have a better idea about about the actual dragon pattern, and possibly with the dragon.
I assume they'll confirm that Patrick's fishing area it's the same place the other guy did.
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
same area that I have. Do either of you have any specific questions on either the dragon or diamond fish side of things, or any other kind of more specific questions that I can perhaps
I think I'm good at this point. What do you think?
I don't have any useful questions, no. I have questions, but they're not useful.
Okay.
All right. Well, unless we want to go randomly pirate hunting, it sounds like we have a direction to head into then.
Hoorah!
Let's go find an old fisherman and a golden catfish mini game.
Yeah.
Da, da, na, 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 da, da.
You know what it's going to be? It's going to be the that peck into one.
Sure. Oh,
Good.
yeah. I just drank some ginger ale, and then I like had to burp, and like the entire like sting of carbonation just went through my nose.
Fun.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm alive.
Good.
feel like I'm missing nose hairs though, but
And nose hairs are overrated.
they are. What's even worse? Ear hairs.
Hmm.
Okay. You're going to be having to sail into the more unfortunate, more unfortunate area of the water.
Okay. I presume that's more driving.
Yes.
Remember, don't get a skill.
Same downshifts or
It's going to be two downshifts and nag unless you have.
the snag is negated by the vehicle.
Okay.
What's her face help you?
I don't know. Can she help me drive as a spotter or something?
Yeah, she can provide navigational support.
Does that put you back at normal?
That actually puts me one above normal. Keeps us up. The storm might cause me to rage just to get the driving buff. Okay, that's not bad. 15 on the die plus a d10.
Can you transform your arm into a compass or something?
I mean, yes, actually, I could get a compass on my arm if I wanted one. So that's a 23.
23. Okay. With the well, the fog is gone. It's going to be replaced by strong winds and lightning strikes that do occasionally tag the ocean.
Ah,
Um, um, so much harder waves. The whale would be rocking more, except you were able to position and kind of move with the waves, directing the vectored hover fans to kind of push against oncoming waves to minimize any severe rocking. Now, it's still pretty tough, but clearly you have the superior here.
freestyle is superior.
It's, now, are you going to are you planning on just kind of going through the guy's route to try to encounter him, or are you going to a specific spot and just kind of?
I'm heading into his route. While I'm doing that, since Anti-Venom's our tech guy, maybe he could try to get him on the radio, so we could set up a rendezvous.
Comms. Okay. Sounds good. Now, I can send out something on pirate radio.
Well, ideally, we want to use fisherman radio, not pirate radio, because we don't want to accidentally call the pirates over here.
Same thing. Pirates, fishermen.
Yeah. All good, yeah.
I mean, we're basically driving an aquatic tank, so maybe we could take the pirates, but
Right. If I roll that, what would I be rolling at?
To try to counter them with the storm and everything, you'd be looking at a technology roll with a lot of lightning and so 2 down chips.
Okay. Puts me at a D2. Tristan, could you roll me a D2?
maybe we should have brought ComGuard. 1 again.
All right, so that's a total of 18.
Is that 8?
18.
Oh, 18. Okay, that's much better. Okay.
What message are you sending?
I have the radio turned on, and I'm like, all right, message ready. I'm going to say radio ready. It's just going to be.
Cool. Well, you're on the radio, so you're in charge of getting his attention and asking him to meet us.
Okay.
I can't talk to him. I'm driving.
And in the 3 available languages that I do know. And these are the pirates, right?
No, this is the old fisherman.
Oh, sorry. Did they ever tell us what he spoke?
No, but French, Spanish, and Filipino seem to be the 3 most likely. French seems to have gotten us the most mileage, but
All right. I will let them know. Ahoy there! We are. I say we are the. I say we are the. We are the I say we are the sailing vessel. What are we? Killer whale, or the?
I mean the vehicle is a killer whale. I don't know if this particular killer whale has a name.
Okay. All right. We are the. I say we are the
Killer whale, I guess.
right. We are the sailing vessel killer whale. We're making our way. I say we are making our way through this storm, and we are trying. I say we are trying to. We have heard great things about you. We're trying to find you. We have a handful of questions. We have alcohol, good food, and beautiful women. Please respond.
That's not going to bite us in the ass.
And I say he's going to turn around and look at you and be like, he was like, "What are you saying? They're not pretty?"
No, I'm just saying that advertising that on may not have been the whatever.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we can take whoever the fuck decides they want to, get froggy.
You're probably right.
Besides, we're the military. We do whatever the fuck we want.
Pretty sure that's not how that works, but what do I know?
We're an international warrior. We're in international waters. We do whatever the hell we want.
That's it. You've been doing this a lot longer than I have. I'll take your word on that.
You can get away with whatever they can't prove. Last I checked,
Everything. That's just life.
last I checked, we are the only authority figures out here. I'll say looking around, all I'm seeing is a bunch of pirates.
Pirates, fishermen, whatever the fuck the Iron Grenadiers qualify as. I think they're officially mercenaries.
Anyone who tries to show up here and take our shit is a pirate. And, the U.S. doesn't deal with pirates.
You will get back something that is very very choppy, very broken up. Can you make me a alertness roll? I try to
Fuck.
understand it.
Fuck. I need another D2, Tristan. Oh, okay.
3 ones. That's another one.
Okay, that's a flat 20.
Okay. Okay. 30-20. That's good.
Okay. It's broken apart in terms of the transmission, but you do hear what sounds like the response of Mayday.
Oh, shit. Homeboy's in trouble.
All right. Do you have a bearing, or am I just gunning it and praying?
Where you at, big homie? We're coming to save you.
He'll be able to give coordinates as a part of the transmission.
Which is normally how a Mayday works. So,
Yeah.
Right.
Mayday, where the fuck are you? Mayday, Mayday.
Um, you are yeah, you're able to lock in on it. Um, it also sounds like that it's not just the storm causing issues. It sound with the way it's being scrambled. It sounds like it's also cutting through some sort of poor man's jamming.
Oh shit.
EMT Raptors. I say EMP Raptors.
No.
Raptors with satellites on their heads. We're laughing, and then we get there, and they actually are. And
The EMP lives.
it was like, all right, brother, I need you to, it was like, all right, brother, I need you to hang on. We're on our way. We're on our way with, we're on our way with slim cigarettes and cheap wine. I'll say, all right, all right, freestyle. I need you to gun it over there in the most reckless and dangerous way imaginable.
Well, my CO just told me to rage, so
Okay.
Everybody else who actually values their life, I suggest you either go below deck or hold on to something.
but also be ready to come up above deck because I'm going to need people to man the machine guns when we get there.
Okay.
CG, I'm going to need you to chewy for me.
Going into the storm. There, this is kind of more for you guys, but there are a number of these, though they're modified. As you see in the distance, it's the dreadnought doom cycles, but modified to be jet skis. There's like duct tape and stuff.
You know, I was joking about Waterworld, but my boat.
There's 2 of these trawlers that have been modified with weapons. And then there is this monstrosity.
I love that they actually used the silly toy paint job. They didn't try to give it a respectable paint job. Does it actually have the Cobra logo on it?
Um, it's water worn, but yes, because they've been supplied by Cobra.
So gently used, or not so gently used, rather, as opposed to fresh. Hey, look, Cobra did it.
Yeah.
So the dreadnoughts are out here.
Yep. Hey, Zartan, it's people.
I'll say, I'm just gonna kind of stroll up on deck, and just like standing next to you while you're doing anything. It's like you can kind of hear him like muttering under his breath as he pulls out some black paint from his pocket. It's like everywhere I go, people want to know who I am. And so I just started like putting black war paint under my eyes. It was like, so I tell them, my name is Zartan, money grubbing Zartan. He was like, it's time to go to war, boys. We're in the jungle again.
Are we calling it there, given the time, or?
Given the time, yeah, we can call it here. I was wondering if we were going to have some ship battle, but that'll have to wait until next time.
That's honestly possibly for the best, because that means we'll actually have 2 gunners.
And you guys will hopefully be able to save Patrick of the platinum fish. And
I feel like we can save Patrick. I don't know what they're packing, but I feel like we're packing more than they are.
I feel that you out firepower them, but they outnumber you.
Yeah,
It's okay.
all of our weapons are either AoE or have an option for multi-target.
Ah.
So
I'll say we can either. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this. I think I think Foxhound is up to 3 shots.
no, Foxhound still only has 1 attack unless he's using his pistol.
Okay, I'm the only person who can fire 3 times.
You're the
Technically,
yeah, you're the only one who can do 3. I can technically do 3 because I dual wield. Normally, I can only do 2.
so I'm the only person who can do 4, maximum 4.
Yeah. Though again, the boat's weapons, the 2 machine guns have multi-target 3 as opposed to your multi-target 2. The
Okay.
cannons the driver can use have a 20-foot AoE. So
I can target 9 people. Actually,
you take 3
12.
shifts to target 3 targets, and then 3 targets per attack. So yes.
So a total of 12 people. 12 people per turn.
Yep.
Okay, this will be fun. Oh, sweet! It's like that. It's like the thing in what was it? Is it It's RE5? Yeah.
We're doing RE5. Except, instead of, Africans, it's Filipinos.
David made it slightly better.
There will be field effects due to the storm, by the way.
Okay. It's good. Good.
There was multiple routes you could have gone, but I totally understand why you went the Patrick route with all the information you were getting.
Yeah. I
I'll say, yeah.
don't think it's the final, but it's definitely this seems like the best place to get the lay of the land and get your your main lead.
Yeah.
And honestly, it looks like he needed the help. So
I'll say, yeah, I might as well help him. I'll say, might as well help him. Hopefully we can find the golden, chocobo trout or whatever the fuck.
yeah, if we happen to find the golden catfish, that's just a bonus.
That's got to sell for something. Unless he just wants to have it as a trophy. Maybe if we give it to him as a trophy, it'll be like a reward thing. Where it's like, you helped me find the golden catfish. Here's like the fucking golden gun. So,
Give you the MSG bandana.
Is that what I have to do?
MGS bandana.
Is that what I have to do to get my named weapon?
it's like, why do you have this fucking end game quest item just sitting around? You're just a random. It's like, oh hey, I run this shop over here, and I happen to have this armor of the doomed chaos god just sitting in my closet. But I need you to go around the corner and grab me 10 bushels of apples on the other continent. Why the fuck? I was like, didn't you just tell me that the world is in danger? That everyone will die? Yeah, but I really need those apples, though. I fucking hate these games, I swear to God.
And I do want to point out, because you're the whale, you actually have an interesting advantage.
Terrain doesn't matter.
Yeah, the islands don't impede you.
Yep. We're a hub. We can go wherever we want.
Also,
it's American.
Also, they're poor, meaning that we have the advantage.
I roll attacks with my wealth stat.
Only if you're throwing money at them.
I mean, they are greedy bastards. If we throw money at them, they should be distracted.
Use the shuriken, give them paper cuts.
I mean, I'm gonna say, arguably, considering who they are, shouldn't they be distracted if we just start throwing money at them?
In theory, yes. A diamond of that size answers all of my questions.
I'll
say that.
T-shirt cannons to fire money.
I enjoy the dreadnought jet skis.
I love the dreadnought jet ski. That is the kind of silly I love in this game. The only way it would be better is if they weren't actually jet skis. They just put like little paddle boat paddles on the wheels.
Ah!
But I can respect the jet skis. That's a reasonable mod. I will cut the stream here, folks. So good night, internet.
Good night, folks.